Hi, it's Jimmy Golin from Ninja Sasquatch, and today I want to teach you how to play at my game Heroes Rising on Tabletop Simulator. During the setup video, I forgot to add a second player, so I will do that now. The second player also have a trouble card, and since there is half the bad card in each act, one down for the first act and half the good card in each act, rounded up for the first act. So the both acts should be equal if they can, which they can. They can be 26 card here and 26 card there. So this card will go there. Let's shuffle and draw my end, because if there is any bad card that needs me to react, I have my full end to react to it. So now we also flip that. We have to remember that all allies in the lineup will get +1 attack, and that is because in this game it's like we are vigilante, and the allies, which are mainly the police force and the city official, will try to attack us as long as they are in the lineup or in the trial area. To stop them from attacking us, normally we can scrap them. In that setup it does not work as much, but we can also buy them and add them to our deck, in which case they will just be card in our hand, because we will have convinced them that we are heroes, and we will be able to play them and to get the bonus from them. So in the lineup there is 2 villains, so they will also attack us at the trial turn, right there after the hero turn. Since this one does not have a target, so we will choose who it attacks. This one has a target, so it will attack the most damaged hero. In the first turn, there probably won't be one, so we shall be safe on that part. Well, let's see what we can do. Here, the scout has a really simple turn. She has 4 heroics, so we can set that to 4. The heroics is the main resource of the game. It's what allow us to buy the card with the cost in the upper left corner. With 4, she could buy none of the card in the lineup, but she could buy the card here. She could also transform heroic into protect or into attack. Protect is used to block, but to prevent damage from the attack. It's 1 for 1, so here I will need 3 protect to stop all the damage from the villains. And block can also be protects can also be used to block the ND attack. It's a non-damaging attack. They don't damage, but they are worse actually. In this case, the attack is H-1. H in this game is always the number of heroes, so 2 minus 1, it's 1. So the attack is for each attack value, in this case 1, it will take a hero from the pile, starting with the 3, and add it to the trial area. If there is no more hero in the bite pile, it's going to the axe. So if it attacks, it takes detectively and add it to the trial area, where it gains 1 attack because of the permanent effect, which is there during all the game. And there is a block 5 protect. Block is what we need to pay to reduce the attack value by 1. As of now, the attack value is of 1, so we will reduce it to 0 and it will have no effect. But if the attack value was 3, we will need to pay 15 protect to stop it completely. All hero can combine the protect to pay for that, and they can also protect if another hero is attacked. So if we choose that the actual thugs and the disguised henchman all attack strategist, I could block with my heroics, transform into protect all the damage that went there. That's not where we'll go for now. We can also transform the heroic into attack. Attack is used to damage and defeat the villain. Villains all have life, which is the small art, and some of them are shield. Shield is a damage that reduces the value of all attack on the villain during a turn. So now I have 4 attack. If I attack this guy's henchman, I use all my heroics to transform it into attack. I have 4. He has 2 shields, so I deal him only 2 damage. The damage stay on him, so it's not useless. Somebody else could attack him, also reducing his attack by the shield on this turn, or I could attack him next turn to finish the job. I could also finish actual thugs. The R is the reward value of the villain, so if I defeat him, I draw a card. There is also the lurking thug that I could defeat, or if I have some leftover resource, I can always put some damage there because it's never useless. At some point it might be useful to have a lurking thug that is barely alive. For the other resource, it's help. Help is like heroic, so you can use it by yourself or you can use it to give to someone else. In this case, strategists always start with 1 help in his hand, so I can have 1 help. In that case, I will give 1 help to the scout, so she reach 2 and she can buy the sniper. When you buy a card, it go to your discard pile. Same thing when you level up. And speaking of level up, strategist will do just that. He can level up on the first round by spending discard to add 2 to his master plan. For the master plan, we use a counter like that. He also has a card specific for that, but on Tabletop Simulator, it's not as convenient. And he also had that card that he can shuffle a minor planning. It's one of his specific card into any act. If he chooses to shuffle it in an act other than the current one, he add 2 to his master plan. So we will do that now. To level up, it goes to the discard pile. Each hero also has limitation. Most hero actually. Selfie does not have one. They are cards that have no effect that serve to randomize the beginning of the game. Now we played a complete turn, so all card plays go to the discard pile. They only go to the discard pile at the end of the turn. Strategist is level 2. He also shuffled a card into an axe, so he has 1 heroics, which he will use to defend against the the disguised henchmen. When they attack, it's the trial turn first. During the trial, they attack, it's the trial first, the card in the trial area, and then card in the lineup, but you choose the order of the card in the lineup. So first, the police trap attack, it puts detectively there with 1 attack because of the permanent effect. Then detectively attacks and I will choose to protect now. Then we have 3 attack by there. Let's begin by this guy's henchman because he has a target, so and he targets the most damage, and this way we can damage both heroes. So now we are at the end of the turn. I'll count down, go down one. So if we add another trial like henchman, it will start with a counter here, and he will reveal himself now because now his countdown is over, and he will just start attacking now. But with the police trap, it's on the first turn. So I can click on draw one, and it will shuffle all the cards in the discard pile when the draw pile is empty. It makes it a bit easier. Oh, I have my second card, which is better. It allows me to choose between gaining 2 protect or 2 on the master plan, and it does the same thing that the first card did, which allows me to shuffle a minor planning in one of those 2 acts. And I have a really better hand with the scout. Now I also need to create empty space in the lineup. The number of empty space the number of occupied space needs to be the 5 less the number of heroes. When the lineup is of 5 cards like now, it means that we need to create empty space equal to the number of heroes. So now I need to create 1 empty space. I cannot, and I do that by scrapping card. There's the button right there for that. We cannot scrap citizen. We cannot scrap hindrance, which are orange card that there is none in that one, but Enthrall Mob is an example of an hindrance. Hindrance sometimes needs to be solved, like this one, so the hero must do something to solve the hindrance. Usually it's pay resources. Some have a reward like that one. Some have a fail effect because there is a counter and it will go away on its own. But if you fail it, there is a fail effect, so you will suffer consequence for failing it. We cannot scrap those cards, or the villains, or the citizen. Citizens, we don't often have an option to scrap them because citizens have priorities. If they are in the lineup during an attack of the trial phase, then that means that the hero lose the game. So most often not, there will not be citizen in the lineup. Now the only card we can scrap is instant wall, and we fill the lineup. We have an effect, it's a trap. So what happens is that now all allies and all villains will strike. The trial won't strike because it's not a villain or an ally, but detectively this guy's huntsman and actual thug will strike. So we will have 4 attack on us, and we can react H+3. React is the number of cards that we can play right now. H+3 means that we can play 5 cards to counter the effect of that. We are attacked by 4. So I could put the body armor into play and spend it. And I would have enough protect to prevent all damage, but I don't want to do that because I will not level up if I do that. In that case, I will just take the damage, so it's 2 damage there and 2 damage there. it's really relevant to understand that life is a resource. There is almost no effect that deal direct damage without you making a choice to take the damage. Uh, so it's not too bad to let your life go down. It's a deck building game. You must build your deck up because the game is getting worse. The events are getting worse. The villains is becoming worse. In that case, it will add more and more allies to the trial area that will attack you. So it's really relevant to buy cards and to get a better deck to be able to deal with that, more than to prevent the loss of a bit of your life in the early game. So I will level up with air. The scout's power is to gain 1 heroics for each heroic she plays. So she played 2 heroics. She has 2, and she can spend those ongoing by discarding them to gain other bonus. So if she discard this one, she gain 2 heroics, and if she discard this one, she will gain 3 protect. Let's do both of those. I also have a rubber bullet and a tracer bullet, and quickly now I don't think I will add to my master plan because we have a lot to deal with that card, so I will go with the 2 heroics. Shuffle the minor planning. I will choose to send it in the future to still upgrade a bit. And with general planification, I will pay 2 protect. I will gain 2 protect and shuffle a minor planning also into the far future. Minor planning will help me when they come, so I could have them there if I wanted to have a quick help, but I chose to send it in the future to upgrade my master plan more. I spent all my minor planning, so now when I would shuffle a card with strategies, instead I draw a card and I add 1 to the master plan. Also, I shuffled 2 cards, so my hero power means that I also gain 2 heroics. Now done. So as I said earlier, I need to save the endangered citizen. I could save him with strategies, but strategist really needs to upgrade his deck in the early game because he starts with really few cards, so all cards have much more of an impact for him. So I will use instead the resource of the scout to do that. So she had 3 protect. Let's add 1 heroic, so it's 4, and she save the citizen. Let's give 1 up to the strategist to buy the stash of evidence because he had 4. And after that I have 4 heroics. Let's just buy him so he does not attack me at the end of the turn. So next turn we will not need to scrap any card. We're still getting attacked by 5 by we would still need 5 protect to block 1 of the attack of the police trap, which we won't be able to do, but we have 3 protect, so we won't take a lot of damage. 1 heroic there and 2 heroics there. I will stop now with the play-by-play because it's not, the main is just to show you how to play, not to actually play a game. So the game will go on for a bit until we reach the end. Oh, of this deck, I almost forgot a bit, which is important. As I said, each trial has a 2-win condition. In the case of the police draft, the 2-win is that there must be no ally in the axe lineup or trial area. So my goal is to buy all the allies in the axe and all the ally there at some point, because they will all end up in the trial area. All trial have their own victory condition. When it's a villains, it's mostly defeat the trial. And there. So once we've let's once we've emptied the deck, it will send the end act 1 there. It takes effect just after we should draw a card, just when we should draw a card and there is none. The act effect happen, then we use the act 2 to fill the rest of the lineup. It's possible that it happens that you just add a card, do its effect, then you should add another card, and now it's the second act that happens. So you keep doing that until you've saved all citizen and defeated the villain. You don't really need to save all citizen, but you need to defeat the trial with its own 2-win condition. So that's how you play at Heroes Rising on Tabletop Simulator. Thank you so much for looking. Have fun playing the game.